Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we've got another new title, Wuthering Waves. I don't really know anything about this game other than a little bit of discourse happening with the Genshin community, but I haven't dug in as to why or anything. I've just seen it around, I've seen the hype. As anyone who's watched my channel for a while knows, I don't play any of the games that I talk about. I just listen to the music and watch the animations and give my opinions based on that exclusively. So I don't really have a camp in that argument, so please don't think I'm trying to take one. I just want to hear what the music is like for this game because it appeared on my For You page and I'm like, you know what? That's different. I didn't expect them to have like OST rips this quick. So this is the Dreamless boss theme. I am going to listen to both phases, but I'm going to listen to the first phase first, give my opinion, and then the second phase and give my opinion. Usually I just listen to them all in one video, but I only see these separated, so I'm just going to do it that way and see how things roll. But without further ado, let's go. It's giving Stranger Things. Okay, we've got some cinematic drums happening. Ooh. That's a different sound design. I haven't heard that sound. I like those synth stings in there. Supporting that with those vocals under it too, really soft. Building great tension. I know I can't expect it to build up too much because it is just phase one. I know we're gonna go somewhere, but I also know there's much farther to go yet. I really do enjoy that. Very simple, but so effective. Okay, right back into it. Maybe it is just gonna sit on this the whole time. Now I wonder what phase 2 is gonna be like. That is still a very interesting design element, having that like screech. I'm actually impressed how shrill it is without being like grating to the ear. It's well balanced. I'm just starting to groove to it now. Oh man, okay, it didn't fade out. I was kind of expecting it to fade. All right, so as you saw at the end there, I started getting pretty comfortable with it. I think it was just the familiarity of going through the same paces over and over again. You just it starts to be like an old friend, you know? You're just like, oh yeah, we're going back to this. I didn't know if they were gonna try moving into any other like further motion from that starting point or if we were gonna have to wait to phase 2, but that had some definite uniqueness to it. It had like that high-pitched screech in there, like I said. It was very like shrill, but also not so shrill that it was hurting. That can be a difficult thing to manage because those shrill sounds can definitely become very grating on the ears really quick, especially to people who are sensitive to frequencies like that. I'm pretty sensitive on the high frequency side, so I was surprised that that wasn't bothering me because it usually would, but they balanced it very well. And that bass line in there was kind of neat because it hits a D minor A, so it's like right there, and then it just kind of climbs up that and then goes C, B. Then it just kind of walks itself down the next three notes, but it goes on a sharp. I think it goes to a C sharp, so it does E, D, C sharp. So it's just, I might be a little bit off on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close just from a quick listen. And I actually kind of like that because it stays largely in the C major, A minor area. And like I've said before, that is a key set that just locks itself in no matter where you put it. And then it kind of augments it a little bit by throwing in that C sharp. So it just makes everything a little bit skewed, and it takes away what could have been a much more like, it just doesn't have the same like tension to it that going into that sharp would. This entire song really just locks in that tension, and that makes sense for a phase 1. So I'm really interested to hear what phase 2 has for us. So I guess let's get to that. All right. This is a phase 2 of what we just heard. Well, this is definitely an evolution for sure. Oh. They're walking around that bass line again a little bit different. There it is. Ooh. All right. Yeah, they definitely, oh, and the timpani. Just, beautiful. Oh, this is a lot more intimidating than I thought it was going to turn out being. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, like, large and grand, but this is, like, more of a threat in tone. This is... Ooh, the crunchiness in there, that dissonance. Both in the vocals and the synth. I really appreciate the elements that they're like borrowing from the first phase here. I'm actually surprised at how little like motif there is in there. Ooh, my yapping is interrupted by the song ending. Anyway, this song was definitely an evolution. I mean, it was very familiar. Obviously, it borrowed some elements. It had that motif work from the first one, but it had just a bit more. Like, there was a little bit more of a grandiosity to it. Not too much. Like I said, it felt a little bit more like there was a threat to this one, which makes sense for a boss theme. You're not really looking for the grandiosity, that weight all the time. Sometimes you just want there to be an active threat. So that makes me think that this character that you'd be fighting during this song is probably faster and less of a scale kind of thing. Usually when you get that scale in the physical sense, there's more of a song to reflect that, and the song itself is a little bit slower. This one felt like I was fighting somebody who's probably like a master at a blade or some other sort of like physical like weapon, and I need to stay away from them. Like, there has to be some distance play there because they're faster or they're just generally stronger than me. But at the same time, not being afraid of that size. Like, if they punch me, it's not going to be the last punch, but I don't want them to hit me once because they won't stop if they start. That's kind of the boss I'm expecting when I hear a song like this, especially with the synth under there. There is that mysterious sound to it, so it's like, okay, maybe this character's shrouded in a little bit of that. Like, there's always stuff to be said about these songs when I'm breaking them down because I have so little information when I get to them that it's like, I wonder what the backstory is, but I love to pick that out when it comes to songs because it's always just a little bit off, but I like to learn where I'm wrong and like how to readjust my approach to these sorts of things. So if any people have gotten to this boss and know what the story is there, by all means, share it down below. I do love to read the little like story blurbs that people have of the characters when I get to character songs and boss themes and all the same. I just love to see it. I'm too lazy to go to a wiki, but I'm not too lazy to read the comments of every video like it's my job. So this was a very good first impression. I know there are plenty more, like there's literally a 20-minute OST like compilation of the boss themes in this game, which again, I'm kind of surprised that that's already out, but I guess the internet will do what it does best, and I'm sure there's plenty more for me to listen to. So if people are interested in me hearing specific songs, by all means, throw them at me, put them in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about getting to more from this game. But this was an extremely good first experience, and I love to be able to hear that different sound from different campaigns and different games, and like how that scope is different between every single one, because everyone has like similar things, but they're never the same. The people they hire still have that unique quality to every sound that they make, and it's just so cool to see that shaped into the music. But yeah, thank you all so very much for listening to me yap. If you have any recommendations, like I said, leave them down below and I will do my best to get to them. And otherwise, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more, you know how to do all that, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!